It's a very good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of KTN Scoreline. And yes, I know a lot is happening in the world of sports. A lot of focus about what is happening at the Africa Cup of Nations this time out. I know we will be discussing and also focusing on what happened yesterday night. But also with keen interest today, we will take a fair share to understand what exactly is happening in the matters to do with Kabaddi here in the country. And with key focus, the National Kabaddi League. I know we're talking about different sports, and a lot of people always likes to be entertained in matters football, matters rugby, matters hockey, matters volleyball. But how well do we understand, do we know that we have a very, very budding National Kabaddi League? It will be the center stage of today's action, and I know plenty of excitement, plenty of conversation, because we're thinking about different players. And remember, we have professional Kabaddi players who have gone all out. They're doing some fantastic work in India. They're doing some fantastic work around the globe. And remember, when it comes to winning medals, then Kenya knows how sweet it is to win those medals. At this particular time, I know behind me, we are having an action that is just about to begin. Actually, it has just started. Now, let me just ask a gentleman here next to me to tell me who are playing and tell us how well do you think these sides are?
Right now it is the KU Hawks playing against the Kiambu Plackers. And remember, the KU Hawks are on top of the table right now and they're playing very good. Remember, James Kamweti being one of the main raiders, being one of the main representing Kenya in the African Kabaddi Championship that is in Uganda sometimes back. And they emerged the second runners up. And today they are meeting the Kiambu Plackers. And ladies and gentlemen, still a fight that has never been witnessed. It is number 6 from the Kiambu Plackers. That is James trying to raid there at the right corner, trying a toe touch there. It is James again. It is number 6 with a hand stretch again, tapping, getting a touch point there at the center. That is the right corner there. Once again, it is James Kamweti. That is James Kamweti from the KU Hawks. And raiding at there. I mean, that's a hand stretch there, that leg stretch there. That is Kamweti. Again, stretching at the left corner. It is Kamweti the hand stretch again. At the touch point to Kamweti. And it is a point to James Kamweti, gaining the KU Hawks 1 point in the Kiambu Plackers, 1 defender out.
So let me ask you, I know you love doing what you're doing, and that is commentating the Kabaddi League. For instance, we will begin. What's your name, and how well do you understand this sport?
My name is Hagai Derek Ajwala, and I've played this Kabaddi for almost a year. And this commentating I started in, actually it's been 2 months commentating. At first I didn't know I could do it, but I've been here, and right now I think I'm doing my best to manage it.
Talking about doing your best, I know you are talking about Kabaddi in the country and how well we have different talents and all that. And when you think about the talent and how spectacular these players are, in your general assessment, how will you rate Kabaddi in the country and the league at this particular time?
Right now, the league that we are playing right now, that is the Kenya Kabaddi Premier League. To me, right now it's stepping up considering the last matches that we played, the last league that happened the previous year. This one, for this time, it's a little bit, it has stepped up a little bit, and it's actually motivating. It's a motivation to a lot of players right now. Yeah.
So you're talking about motivation, and I know it's exciting actually to see what is happening on the other side. So I know I will be coming back to him a number of occasions. He will be telling us what is happening on the pitch, because he understands it, and he's saying that the levels of Kabaddi in the country are going up and up and up. Another gentleman is here with me. Introduce yourself and tell me what role do you play to make sure that this league is what it is supposed to be, and a little bit maybe trying to build it and make it even more exciting.
My name is Modest Pakotieno. I'm the events manager for the Kenya Kabaddi Union. This is Kenya Kabaddi Premier League. We started it around 6 months ago. It's being played every Saturdays. We have a total of 12 men's team and 6 women's team. Our format was around double round robin, where each team play a team twice, and then we have player of stage, where 6 teams in each category: men, we have 6 teams advancing to playoffs. Women as well, 6 teams will advance to playoffs. And then in playoffs, we have eliminator matches, then we have semi-finals, and then we will have finals, which we will play on 10th of February this year. Yeah.
You're talking about 6 months, 6 months of action, 6 months of trying to make this baby become something that will be very, very beautiful and also very, very enticing. In the 6 months, probably, what will you say is your biggest challenge? What have you faced like the biggest challenge, and what are some of the positives also that you've been able to encounter as we try to make this Premier League actually be what it is supposed to be?
Well, one of the big challenges we have so far is the fact that we don't have people facilitating this in terms of who is going to ensure that players, at least get transport money to go back home, who is going to at least ensure that players are going to get at least even lunch to eat. We don't have facilitations for any of that. But again, it comes also with the challenge of facilitating people to join, being that Kabaddi is a new sport, facilitating people to come through to be players, people to come through to be officials, people to come through to be, other stakeholders in this particular sport. So one of the major challenges, generally, it's been facilitation. Yeah, but again, one of the breakthroughs we've had, it's because we get a particular number, a huge number of players from across the country. There are players from Kiambu, we have players from Machakos here, we have players from Nairobi, we have players from Nakuru. Yeah, so they come through and they want to learn sports and they want to play this particular one with passion and love. Yeah, it's one of the things that has pushed us to be where we are now.
Thank you very much. I know we'll be having some conversation much more later, but thank you very much, doing some fantastic work. Let's go back to the action. I know my friend here, tell us, what is happening now?
Right now, that is Francis from the Kiambu Plackers trying to get a touch point there. Here is Francis from the Kiambu Plackers with a hand stretch, trying to get Kamweti. Here is Francis at the right corner. I hope to say that is a empty raid for Francis. And again, James Kamweti. That is jersey number 18, jersey number 3 from the KU Hawks, trying a hand straight there, getting jersey number 1, earning the J-Quat Assassins. That is 1 point. And again, at the center there, on the right, amazing dive. That is Kamweti. And it's a touch point. It's a touch point. And Kamweti, one and only raider from the KU Hawks, going back to the bench. And again, it is number 2. That is Bernard for the KU Hawks. And again, strategizing at the left corner with a toe touch. That is Bernard. And another stretch. The stretch again, getting a touch point to the right corner. And ladies and gentlemen, it's still a fight that we are witnessing here. It is the KU Hawks facing the Kiambu Plackers. Another scores, it is 10 points to the Kiambu Plackers and 10 points to, that is a diver, amazing. And the defender says no, it is your time to go back to the bench. And it's a touch point there. And ladies and gentlemen, it's still a fight here with a tie, and 11 points to the Kiambu Plackers and 10 points to the KU Hawks.
Very, very competitive, you can see, and yes, it is a seesaw affair, one which you will agree that all these teams are trying as much as possible to see if they will be able to steal the victory and carry the day. This is a budding talent, actually, who's commentating it, and he's saying he loves to do it, he loves Kabaddi, and I know we'll try as much as possible to see how well this league will be able to transpire. Yeah, another point there, actually. Yes, not the easiest of a task. Others will say it is a match that you must use your brain, but sometimes you also have to use that stamina. Now, introduce yourself and tell me who you are, what you do in the federation, and how well are we molding this league?
I'm David Chilisia, the captain of the... Okay. I'm David Chilisia, captain, Kenya Kabaddi captain, and currently UN player. As you can see, there's a match between KU Hawks and Plackers that is going good, and yeah, we love doing this. This is what we do. Yes.
As a captain, I know you've been able to represent the country on a number of occasions, international, locally. But thinking about Kabaddi, the support that you guys are getting and are having, do you think more needs to be done? Are you getting enough? Because 6 months now we're having a league. Do you think that maybe with corporate partners, different sponsors and all that, this league can be able actually to grow even more?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank government. When we are going, they usually support, and that's good for the sport. And also, I would like to call upon our private corporates to come in. This game is interesting. People are enjoying, can see young people. So in future, we want more people to come in, at least support the sport. It's a good sport, and let the guys enjoy. Yes.
How well will you say Kabaddi is known in the country?
We've been playing since 2014, and it's like 9-10 years now. And yes, we thank God. We are trying and we are pushing harder. Yes.
Talking about talent, because not so many people actually understand the sport, but talking about the quality of talent that we're having. I know we have professional players who are playing pro Kabaddi. How well do you think that we can be able to channel even more players to go all out in the different nationalities and be able to play professional?
First thing, the sport should be in schools, like in the universities, high schools. That's where we can get more good players coming in, and in future, when they're selecting the professional players, they can get more chances, and they can showcase the talents out there. So as at now, we have 3 players in pro, and it's a good thing for us. It's a perfect one for us. Yes.
Do you think we can have more than just the 3? Because the talent is here, the players are there. I know a number of them, they're young and they're coming up. But with proper nurturing, and maybe if they are given the seriousness that they deserve, then the number can go very, very high. And I hear Kabaddi pays well.
Yeah, sure. The thing is, we have to go back to our grassroots, that is in schools and university. So if you get more players, and we senior players try to teach them skills, try to put them in good shape, we can get so many players playing in different leagues. Yes.
Thank you very much, and continue doing what you're doing. I know, talking about the talent that we're having, some instrumental and impressive talent that is here in the country. I know we're talking about the league and how the standing is. Who's first, who's second, who's third on that Kabaddi league at this particular time?
Right now, at the men's table, it is the Githurai Cheetahs taking number 1, and followed there by the J-Quat Assassins at number 2. Then University of Nairobi, that is the UON Tigers team at number 3. Then last, at number 4, it is the RDU men. Those are the top 4 men's team, and they're trying their best to be at the top of the table to qualify for the playoffs. And again, it's still a battle here between the KU Hawks. Remember, KU Hawks are there at number 6 right now at the table, at the league table, and they're struggling very much to qualify for the playoffs that will take place in just in 2 weeks' time. And again, right now it is James Kamweti from the KU Hawks on a raid, and he's strategizing there at the left corner on the side of the Kiambu Plakas. That is James Kamweti with the toe. That is a scorpion kick from James Kamweti, getting a defender, that is defender number 3, out of the mat and earning them a point again. And the scores, remember, it is still the KU Hawks leading with a clean 21 points, and the Kiambu Plakas at 15 points. That is again a point to the Kiambu Plakas. It is the time for timeout there.
Yeah, they've called for a timeout, and yes, a very competitive battle it was, but the scores have shifted 21-16. Who's leading again?
It is the KU Hawks leading with 21 points, and the Kiambu Plakas at 16 points.
16-21. We wait and see. We will be able to see how the final score will be looking at. Now, let's talk to Madam President, I will call her. She will introduce herself, and she will begin to tell us something about this baby called the National League, the National Premier League. Karibu sana, Madam.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Moses, for coming to try and showcase our league. This league has been running for 3 months right now. We played at Kasarani Stadium. Unfortunately today there's no power.
Yeah.
So we are outside here. Kasarani stima imepotea leo, so we'll play outside. Yeah.
In your general take, for the months that you've been able to play, for the months that you've been able to try and make sure that actually we are sustaining this league, how will you say it has been so far?
It has been very, very competitive compared. We never had leagues before. We just started last year in March, and this has really drawn. We've got many interest from different counties, and we've got very, very many players right now that have joined Kabaddi and are playing. So right now, even selecting national team is difficult because of the competition that we have.
Yeah.
So the league has really helped in terms of players' development. Yeah, and also as the federation now, we've really grown wings and yeah.
Talking about the growth and talking about the league, I know we'll talk about the national team and what you're expecting at that front, but how important will you say this league is? Because I know when you're thinking about channeling that talent, it has to begin from somewhere.
Yeah, the league is important because it helps us identify talent. Because you cannot just be training. I'm a Kiambu Plakas player and you just train if you don't come and compete and also try yourself. So this has really helped us to get players from different counties. So the league has been played a very, very vital need to the federation. So the league has really helped us to identify. We've worked with colleges, universities, even forces. Yeah. So we got very, very many teams that we can't accommodate at the moment. We have to have different leagues. Yeah.
But I know it is a start. And then we're thinking about the players because we're having some instrumental young players, budding players, you will say, and it's good talent. Starting and making sure that we have this young talent out displaying what they're displaying. It also shows that the future is...
Playing this league is going to really help us because right now there's this transition that's going to happen because like this World Cup and this Bagabadu Cup, we're going to have very many new players in the team. Yeah, we're not going to have the old players that we've been having. And the junior players, they're very, very skillful because they have started the game when they're very young. So we're hopeful that the team is going to post a very good result coming this season. Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the events that you are waiting and maybe anticipating, and you're hopeful that you will be able to compete in this year. How is your calendar? What are we waiting for? What do we want to do? And how well do we think the players are ready to do whatever task that will be coming?
We got a very busy this year. We got 2 World Championships for women and 2 World Championships for men. Just in March, we're going to go to Bangabadu for men championship. Then we'll be in India for World Women Championship in April. Then May, we have Men's World Cup in Dubai. So, and also we have African Championship, we have Junior World Cup qualifiers. We also planning on getting like African League, like just the way Pro Kabaddi India, they play Pro Kabaddi, that they draw players from the world. So we're also trying to get a league that we're going to play with African players, that we get players from Uganda and other countries that are playing South Africa and start up a league, 12 teams. So we got a very, very busy schedule this year. Yeah.
I know when you think about medal prospects and the talent that we have, do you believe that actually Kenya, when we go to this championship, then the medals will be able to come the Kenyan way?
Yeah, because like we were our first World Cup when we became number 5, and we were the most emerging team. We got just a few. We just trained for some few months and we went and got such a result. So with good preparation, with such a leagues, we are hopeful that the team can post a very good result and we can finish at a podium finish. Yeah.
Support and support and support. I know without different partners, maybe corporate brands, the government and all the other stakeholders, it might be very, very difficult to do all this. Do you have enough support? Do you want enough support? Or what are your prospects? But at the same time, whatever you package is what you will be able to sell, and that might be able to bring the corporates on board.
Yeah. So, you can't sell to somebody something that doesn't exist. So that's why we decided to come up with such a league, so that we can also sell it to corporates that want to sell their brands, to come on board and give the league a brand, to brand our league, and we work together. We've been getting support from the government in terms of national team preparation and travel to present the country, but that is not enough because the development part is the most important part. You cannot just go to present the country and you didn't prepare well. So with such leagues, we're going to grow, and we can only grow when we have those corporates come on board to motivate players. At least players get something to take home. Yeah.
Professional Kabaddi, we have pro players. Do they inspire these young ones that are now playing in this league, and hopefully they might also want to turn pro at some point?
Yeah, because Kabaddi isn't paying in Kenya. We don't get employment because of Kabaddi. So the only hope these players have is to play, train good, train well, prepare very good, present the country in these World Championships, and make it to the Pro League. Because when you get to Pro League, you're a millionaire. That's the only hope this Kenyan Kabaddi player have, because Kabaddi is not paying at Kenyan level. We don't have. This league is not paying. They are all volunteering. Yeah, they're giving their best in this league. So that's why I'm insisting on getting this corporate, these betting companies, anybody that want to sell their brand. You can see is all plain. We don't have any sponsor, so they can come. We can start like growing together. It's not about money. We can grow together and help develop this league. Yeah.
It's not paying now, but maybe in the future, maybe in the next 1 month, 2 months, it might be able to pay.
Yes, that I'll be really, really grateful if my players will be able to take something home, if they can pay their bills out of this. Kabaddi really pays in the world. It has a lot of money. Like in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, all players are military players. It employs and they play Kabaddi professionally, so there's future for them. So if Kabaddi will be able to pay my players, I'll be very, very grateful. So if it can pay next month, today, I'll be more than grateful if we get sponsors, so that my players can get something to take home. Because they're also growing, they're growing. They're not going to be young forever. Yeah, now you are 16, tomorrow you'll be 20. So, and you'll be also a father, you'll be a parent. So I really need to have something to sustainability for the players.
What will be your final message?
My final message is to request our fans across board. We have our games on YouTube, all our social media platform, Kenya Kabaddi Union, to follow us and watch. We're also calling on corporate sponsors to come on board to support the growth of Kabaddi in Kenya. We have different leagues at county level. We play at county level, and we also have this national league.
Thank you very much, Lavender, and all the best in your quest to build the sport. So where are we at with the game now?
Right now, this is the second half, and the KU Hawks are still leading with a clean 29 points, and the Kiambu Pluckers are 24 points. And ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Kenya Kabaddi Union, and it is your one and only commentator, Hagai Derek Ajwala.
Ajwala doing his thing. So my name is Moses Wahisi. At this particular time, we take a short commercial break. But when we come back, a lot of focus in what is happening in the Africa Cup of Nations. But yes, again, we will be able to give you the final score game that is currently going on. That and much more after this short break.
You're watching Scoreline, brought to you by 1xBet.
Sign up with a promo code and get a welcome bonus. 1xBet.